Thanks for that, Storm. Get comfy, buddy. Get comfy.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Sub zone.
Murray now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McBride. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray from midfield.
Hey, that.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's good.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And he's got room.
Go, Keeney. Go, Keeney. Make him look silly, Keeney. Good work.
10, 5,
Good work, Keeney.
Carolina. Kene Nwangu, an 80-yard touchdown.
What a run.
And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Good play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
My block set up and just running it right down his throat. Good play.
this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Nice throw here into the hands of Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
Over his head. That's not a good throw.
What I love about watching a fantasy game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
I'm shocked if he doesn't win the ball here. He has a mismatch with Hop.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin.
I knew he had a mismatch there. I just
and the
didn't
Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back to establish this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kind of wide. Ross might be there.
Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
Should be there.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves.
Money.
I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Drops this off with Nwangu. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Give running right, Nwangu. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Murray trying again after the pick six. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. a give. Running left is Nwangu. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught.
Laser! Oh my God, that's the best throw I've made all game. Oh my Jesus, that was filthy.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Oh my God, that's a laser.
Before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 29, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Tackle.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, second down. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Give left side here for Nwangu. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina.
Nwangu taking over this game.
37 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 2nd down attempt
have mercy.
And leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Handoff right side to Wangu, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
One of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On the give is Nwangu. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it is. He's got a man complete.
Yo, what the hell?
He's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's so cool,
Big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
He did not just let me pick him off my knee tackle.
Picked off around the 41.
He got lurked by a knee tackle.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 5. 221 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Why did he just call a timeout, bruh? This man really just called a timeout. I don't even want to score a touchdown if I score a touchdown.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Foreman. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I want the game to be over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There we go. GG's.
Is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.